We have with us Secretary MSME, and he is going to talk about the upcoming Udyog Sangam event, which is happening in Delhi on basically on the occasion of World United Nations World MSME Day, and let's hear from him what kind of announcements and how big this event is going to be.
Well, this is going to be the second of its kind. Last year, actually, after the announcement by the United Nations, last year it was done the first United Nations Micro, Small, Medium-Sized Enterprises Day, and this year it's going to be the second edition. And this year it's going to be done on the June the 27th in Vigyan Bhavan, and in a very, very big way. We are expecting around 2,000 different stakeholders, and this is, as I just mentioned, Udyam Sangam. So we are going to have a confluence of all stakeholders into this, and women entrepreneurs from the Northeast. There are youth, and there are financial institutions. There are technology providers. There are whole number of people who are going to be there. And Honorable President of India has given his consent to inaugurate this in Vigyan Bhavan, and we are also going to have Honorable Minister Petroleum and Natural Gas and Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan, and also Mr. Giriraj Singh, our Minister of State independent charge of Ministry of MSME. They are going to be there, and they are going to grace the occasion. And we expect that at the end of the day, all these different stakeholders who are going to be there, MSMEs and all that, they would come up with a very clear roadmap as to how to really improve the ecosystem. We'll discuss about credit growth, we'll discuss about technology, we'll discuss about various other things, market access, and so that at least the MSMEs who contribute immensely to the country's GDP and employment and exports, we keep talking about that. So they, we should address their problems. And it cannot be just addressed by government alone through budgetary instruments. People have to really come forward from various parts of the country, and we have to learn from each other, the best success stories or something, and then we have to chalk out our strategy, which is going to really help everybody. And we are hopeful that there is going to be some major announcements, and those things are going to be also what we are proposing would also be launched that day itself.
Wonderful. So we have Mr. Mishra, Mr. Ram Mohan Mishra, who is the DC MSME, and he, sir, there's one more thing which I would like to hear from Mr. Mishra or Mr. you about. There's a recently, there has been a good initiative and a positive initiative from the Ministry of MSME in order to establish a dialogue between the MSMEs and the ministry. Ultimately that those schemes and those programs which are getting made for MSMEs should reach to these beneficiaries. So sir, can you give us a bit of idea about that?
Would you like to say? No, see, I'll just give three initiatives quickly. One is to register. If somebody wants to, I just mentioned in the GSTN, overwhelmingly large number of MSMEs. It will be definitely more than 1 crore. Out of 1.14 crore registrations in GSTN are actually MSMEs. Now, we have something called Udyog Aadhar Memorandum, which is on a self-undertaking basis. Anybody can actually register within 3 to 4 minutes. Udyog Aadhar Memorandum is actually the ease of doing business, as they say, various things. That's something that we are promoting, and almost more than 47 lakh registrations are there in Udyog Aadhar Memorandum. And we want to communicate with them, and we have started communicating with them as to what are the different facilities, different services which are there by government, which they can actually take benefit of. Now, two more digital initiatives which have been just undertaken in the last few months. One is called MSME Samadhan. Now, MSME Samadhan actually empowers every micro, small enterprise in this country. If they are having a problem with delayed payment, they are not getting payment for the goods and services that they have supplied, they can actually go to that website. They can register their whatever the issues and all that. And you'll find very large number of micro and small enterprises have come and they have registered in that website. So I would request them, and also we are requesting all the ministries, all the CPSEs, all the state governments, and in fact all the railway board, zones, everybody, that they should put in place a kind of an institutional mechanism by which they can monitor those unpaid, those issues of delayed payments or where payments have not been done, so that at least the MSMEs, they can get their payments quickly, because that impacts their working capital and impacts their functioning. So this is one thing which has empowered the MSS, this particular digital initiative. The second one that I would like to talk about is the MSME Sambandh. Now, under the public procurement policy, all the CPSEs, all the central government, they have to procure minimum 20% of their total procurement from micro and small enterprises, and 4% from the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe owned micro and small enterprises. Now, you'll be happy to know, everybody who's seeing this would be happy to know that last year, when we have seen, there has been almost a 22% overall, 22% procurement by the CPSEs from micro and small enterprises to the tune of more than 26,000 crore. Anybody who visits this particular website, MSME Sambandh, will find out that there has been a procurement of around 26,500, 26,400 crore from micro small enterprises, out of which 540, little more than 540 crore worth of goods have been procured from SC/ST owned enterprises. So, and there has been constant improvement on this. This is not enough. What is the another major thing about this particular website, about this digital platform? We have requested all CPSEs, central public sector undertaking, to put forth in that domain, in that platform, the details of items that they are procuring or they are planning to procure. So, for example, it has to be a list of all the products that they want to procure, the quantity and the specifications. So, if I am an MSME, I am in micro and small enterprise, then I would be able to see what exactly is being planned to be procured. If that's the case, then I can actually go and register myself. I can participate in the tender. So and this is going to really help the MSMEs, especially the micro small enterprises, in a big way, which is already started. And we are also requesting all CPSEs that they must visit their tender conditions while doing procurement, because if at all there is some kind of entry barriers which prevents micro small enterprises to enter that fray, to participate in the tender, those kind of entry barriers must be removed. So we have requested all departments, all ministries, and also requested all CPSEs to please visit their own tender conditions and to do that, which is going to help the micro and small enterprises in a very big way.
Thank you very much, sir.
You.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.